Now the mathematics of antim crude. Antim crude, first conflict of antim crude is loss of creativity. An artist, a person who feels that his creativity is gone. Okay? So what is the creativity? Creativity is your identity. Once what talent you have, you think if that thing is lost, it means you have lost your identity because of losing your talent and creativity. If there is creativity gone, then so many things are built on that creativity. Your relationship, your finance, your social life, your social position, your work, your everything. So when there is loss of creativity, there is a loss of relationship. The person with whom antim crude is attached, that person leaves him because he feels or she feels that this person is not worth living. So why should I live? Better leave him. This goes into a state of disappointment and isolation. He goes into a state of disappointment followed by isolation. Ailment from grief. So there is ailment from grief. Ailment from love disappointment. So love disappointment is the upcoming event, the event which leads him to this disappointment is the loss of creativity. This is the theme of antimoniums. Okay. Loss of creativity is the theme of antimoniums. Along with this antim, there is sulfide element also. So sulfur element, you add theorizing and fantasizing. So there is loss of a person, loss of disappointment. Plus, with this disappointment, there is fantasizing and there is theorizing. You add. So this antim crude is a person who has narrowed down himself and who starts fantasizing. Love, exalted love. The love is not a natural love, it is exalted, out of ordinary, too much, too intense. Love sick. Love sick. Abhi, understand this love sick. Because of this love, he feels sick. Love is sickness for him. मतलब ये एक उसकी कमजोरी हो गई, ये उसकी एक तरह की वीकनेस बोलो या एक तरह का डिस्टरबेंस हो गया उसकी लाइफ में बिकॉज ऑफ लव. एंटीमोनियम के अंदर में द डेफिनेशन ऑफ लव इज वेरी प्योर. दे आर इन अफेक्शन, they project or they feel that it is a kind of ideal love. So idealism होता है antim crude में. But the thing is कि the entire world is being perceived as something which is very ideal. और वहाँ से जो disappointment मिलता है उस love में, तो वो उसको shatter कर देता है. And then he goes into a state of fancy. ठीक है. He longs for what he misses or has been disappointed by. He becomes nostalgic and longs for the past, for his native land, for the ideal woman, the woman of his dream. वो जो लेडी होती है जिसके साथ में या वो जो पार्टनर होता है, that is the ideal person for antim crude. और वो उसने आइडियलाइज कर लिया होता है कि इसके अलावा कोई नहीं. So the love is like a god for him, कि ये मतलब एक तरह से डिवोशनल लव में चला जाता है एंटिम क्रूड. पोएटिक और सेंटिमेंटल मूड में चला जाता है. Desire full of desire, women ideal. This is a rubric for Antim Crude. Desire ideal woman. ठीक है, अभी आइडियल वुमेन की अगर कोई तलाश करेगा तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. ठीक है, सो एंटिम क्रूड वाली स्टेट में नहीं जाने का आपने को. So, due to disappointment in love, antim crude personality will go in grief and even to hysteria. So, syphilitic state जो है वो psychotic is grief, syphilis is going into a state of hysteria. कैसे जाता है? अभी एक पेशेंट आया था. That fellow was in attachment with a girl before marriage, and this guy is not married, he is a bachelor. उस लेडी की हो गई शादी. She went abroad. अभी abroad चली गई. Then what happened was she started communicating with this person, and that too always weeping and in a taking all the sympathies. वो उस मोड में. तो this person he started getting pulled towards this girl, this female. And slowly he started getting possessive. So he started telling to her that you should leave this your husband and you should come and marry me. So she said ki no, it is not possible and all. Even those she used to give gifts from abroad to him, used to order gifts. So he became more and more emotionally involved with the lady. Then finally, this lady, she said, no, I will not talk to you, and she blocked his contact number. After that, this particular fellow, he went completely crazy. This is how the disappointment, this is a reaction. He broke all the gifts which this lady had brought, and his room was full of mess. Even broke the electronic gadgets also which she had gifted. Not taking bath, and I want to marry that lady, and started telling her that I will tell your husband and other people that you are in contact with me. So that was the reaction. Yes. So remember, this is a hysterical or this is something out of control. What is this? This is insanity. Why would you fall in love with a married female? How is it possible that she will leave her husband and then come to you? That too living in abroad, living a lavish life. Who are you? Even he left his job also and he was in the room, in the house. उस लड़की के पीछे जॉब भी छोड़ दिया. This is insanity. Insanity, love from disappointment. Insanity from disappointment in love. Only remedy is tarantula. Tarantula दे दिया. अभी धीरे धीरे वो ट्रैक पे आएगा. He has to come. Followed by antisoric afterwards. So this is how the channelization of emotions from basic emotion of attachment to love and then to higher end. Disappointment leading to mania, grief to mania, hysteria, insanity, and ahead is killing somebody, revengeful. That is higher order syphilis. So grief sighing with is antim crude. Hysteria children in girls from disappointed love. Only remedy antim crude. He has written girls. So they are so much attached that they go into a state of hysteria. This is antim crude. So the extreme sentimentality, writing love songs, verses, This is what is that? Devdas. Becoming Devdas is antim crude. They are lost in this love relationship, so they land up losing their identity. First, they have lost delusion identity. में I think antim crude भी है. It is there. So losing identity is first losing the creativity. What talent he has, that is lost. Then again everything he loses. Then again the relationship is being lost. So it becomes a cycle. So he goes into versus making. Delusion identity errors of personal identity. So he is merging himself into that relationship. If he is rejected, he cannot imagine, because he feels that there is the ideal woman with whom I should live. My life is this female. Now if she is rejecting me, then what is going to happen? Important thing is he does not go into brooding. Brooding में antim crude नहीं है. He is not there in antim crude. He rather goes into fancies. Mind fancies exaltation of walking in open air. So directly from disappointment to fancies. There is no brooding. Imagines the person whom he loves as soon as he gets up every day. This is a process. Fancies. Delusion calls, someone calls waking on. Antim crude. This is the delusion. Try to understand this. So the mathematics is the lost talent, lost love, goes into fancies and grief, into hysteria, is antim crude. So most of the time in antimonium crude, love disappointment ki history always you will get, you should get, you will get. Okay, stop. Stop.